This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're at the MTK Performance Centre here in Harlow in Essex. I'm joined by FELIX Cash. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, KUGAN, not too bad, you?
Are you happy?
Happy enough. Getting close now to the fight, so I'll be very happy once we get in there and do a job on this Russian.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Just been announced that you'll take on WBA number 2, MADIEV, unbeaten 15-0. This is going to be a serious test for you.
Yeah, definitely. He's a good opponent. He was a good amateur too. He was a very good amateur, so he's had a lot of international fights. So, you know, he's no mug. He's definitely going to be no pushover. But I believe I'm one of the best middleweights out there. So I should be dealing with people like him.
Obviously, we've spoken about this before, but since that very impressive win over Denzel Bentley, you just kind of wanted to kind of go on from there and kickstart. It hasn't, timing-wise, it hasn't quite happened in that way, but you want to kind of get things back on track now.
Yeah, it never happened because it's mainly my fault, really. But anyway, I'm back on track now, and listen, I'm going to make a statement on the 12th of February and show everyone that I'm the best middleweight in the country. I know everyone talks about you know, Chris EUBANK Jr. and Williams, but I believe I'll beat both of them. So do a job on the 12th and prove it to everyone that, you know, I'm the best middleweight in the country.
Is the plan for you to just boost yourself up the rankings in his governing bodies? Obviously, Madiev's number 2 with the WBA, so just creep up the rankings and eventually you'll get your shot.
Listen, he's a good name. There's no other fight really. What other fight could I have really took, or who would have took the fight? You know what I mean? So it's a step in the right direction. He's highly ranked by the WBA. Take his ranking, they move up the rankings, and you know, like you say, the EUBANK fight comes, or William fights off the Monte fight, or obviously I've got Signani and I'm mandatory for the European. So obviously I'm not looking past the 12th yet, but you know, I've still got to go in there and fight and win. But I believe I do so. So big fights afterwards.
Let's talk about that card on the 12th. Obviously headlined by John Ryder and Daniel Jacobs, Ali Pali on the 12th. That's going to be a tough fight for John as well.
Yeah, listen, he's fighting Jacobs. Jacobs, obviously, you know, two-time world champion. He's a great fighter, and he's been there and proved it. But so John should really and truly have fought Canelo. You know, should have been world champion, unified world champion when he fought Callum Smith. But obviously, he never got a decision. So listen, John's looking well in the gym. He's training very hard for this fight. So as long as I believe he's got it in him to beat Jacobs if he turns up on the night.
And obviously before that, next week in Wales, the fight that you were referring to between Chris EUBANK Jr. and Liam Williams. Who do you favour in that, Felix?
To be honest with you, I see a way of both of them winning. Probably slightly favour EUBANK, but listen, it's all in all. I see a way of both of them winning. But it's one of them 50-50 fights.
You did tell me about a month ago when I spoke to you that you gladly take the winner.
Yeah, definitely 100%. I'd gladly take the winner and beat the winner too.
Good sparring here today with Mark?
Yeah, done 8 rounds with Mark there, finished the week off, done 10 rounder, 12 rounder this week, and then I've done 8 there with Mark and finished the week off. And we ain't got long now, one more hard week, and it's time to fight.
Time to fight indeed. Have you got anything else you'd like to say, Felix, before we end? You want to say hello to anyone? Or?
Not really, KUGAN, no. Not really.
Nothing at all?
No, you got anything to say, KUGAN? You want to say?
I just hope you're all right, and I hope, you know.
About his looks.
I look good, don't I? To be honest with you.
Yeah, I had a little glimpse over there while you was on the bag over there. You look in good shape.
Yeah, all the hard work we're putting in with Tony in it, but I'm lucky to be just naturally good looking. You know what I mean? So it's all right.
Naturally good looking. What, minimal work? So you've had no work done?
No work at all.
Definitely had a bit of Botox done.
No Botox. Not yet, anyway.
Felix, thank you very much for your time. We'll definitely catch up with you fight week, which is quickly approaching, and yeah, we'll catch up again then.
No worries. Thank you.